Pardon me. So you picked up stick control. Murray Spivak would often say, it's really only the first few pages of each book that are worth a darn. Although stick control is good to the last drop, it really is a very special, important book, and it's really cool that you went and picked it up right away like that. And so if you turn to page 16, what we can do is, there are, different ways to use different books. Everyone seems to use Ted Reed's syncopation the same way. There's certain sort of standard approaches to certain books, it seems. And apparently, although it didn't happen to me, but apparently Murray would once you were done going through stick control, I guess he'd have you go through it on the wrist, perhaps. Interestingly, someone mentioned that to me. So, and for those listening, we have the Von Trapp family. We have the studying piano in the next room. Music Central over there at your place.
Is it? Sorry, what's that? Music Central?
I'm calling your place Music Central because you've got the whole bit. Beautiful stuff. Okay, so if we're looking at page 16 and we were to approach this on the wrist, what we gain insight to would be or will be making motions and just turning our wrist. It's all a wrist turn, right? But we're just looking to get these very basic fundamental aspects together because they're what this technique is really all about. And in that sense, the technique is really quite simple, right? So I'm not sure where we would put this, but let's see. So we're going to start with now, see, it's going to give you the flam, right? You're going to need the flam and then two lefts. So at this point, we don't have any upstrokes, do we? Notice no upstrokes? Dick? So, see, what's interesting is your son, who's studying piano right now.
Yeah.
He's not doing molar. He just isn't.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious. To play a piano, you're going to move in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
On a piano, if you were to push down these and you were to go up and you led with your elbow, I think your fingers would get trapped in the notes that weren't pressed down. You can't move like this. Well, you're locked into the information in that sense. So you're moving up and down. And so that's what we're doing. We're moving in a very consistent way. It's a very musical. And if we play up and down, it means we can make notes going up and we can make notes going down, as opposed to most snare drum techniques, which is all down. This motion is a really big deal. This stick control exercise will give you that. Okay, so we'll find a tempo. I want to do this even slower. Let's play this as eighth notes. Blah, dot, dot, blah, dot. Okay, so an eighth note is now a quarter note, and the two 16th notes are now eighth notes, and we're at 60. So it's nice and slow, just to give us time to meditate, right? So if you're at 60 when you're metronome, we're going to play right flam with two lefts. Let's see. One, that's too slow, huh? Let's see, what's going to be the most? Okay, so put the metronome down at 40. Let's play it as written. In here somewhere. Okay, playing as an eighth note, and then the two 16ths on the left. Not too bad. Now, one of the things that Dick would talk about is as you go up, you feel the stick hanging. Do you feel this? It's got to hang. See, this is a Richard Martinezism. If you're holding up the weight of this stick, right? It's not a lot, but after a while, if tasked to hold this stick thusly for long enough, you'd start to notice it. And what this does is it alleviates the feeling of holding this thing up, because it's only the weight of a stick, but it has some weight, and we have to maintain this position at the floor. And so by doing this, it alleviates some of that feeling of counterbalance, holding that stick up. Just go on up and you're right. Don't be afraid to bend this middle knuckle a little bit in your grip. And Dick had me do this. He'd say, Kevin, I guess that was something I had happening as well. He'd say, look, what happens when you bend this second knuckle? I bend it. He goes, see, I think I have him on video doing this. So I should put some of that stuff up. You see, it brings the tip of the first finger in when you bend the second knuckle of the first finger, right? So don't be afraid to have that. Just do this with me. I'm just going to go back through the grip. Yep, just show me. Now notice my stick is more perpendicular to the ground, straight up. Okay, now your first finger is very much underneath the stick. It's just kind of alongside the stick like this. And then I have this little chamber. Come on down, show me, keep going, now I can see it better. Okay, now round out that first knuckle. Just copy that, more like that. And now get the thumb right across from the first knuckle of the first finger and the first knuckle of the middle finger. And then you have your little 3-finger grip. But I just don't want to see it on the tip of the first finger. I want to see it in that knuckle area, in that joint. Yeah, more like that. There. And now you can hold that stick and send pressure from the thumb directly across, because this is where our fulcrum will be if we want that stick to rebound. It's going to rock through there, somewhere in through here. Okay, so
between the two of them.
between two
Between those two fingers.
See, your grip is better now, but don't open your hand up. Why did you, as you went to play, wait, hold up, just stay with me. Wait, I'm just going to say this. You had to take you got the family taken care of with regards to music, and you were taking care of bar mitzvah related festivities, but what stroke was it? Was it Flam accident? You started to burn that. It's like really starting to come along, right? So there's speed there, right? Clearly, we'll see if we can tap into that in a little bit. But what you can tell as a student is talking or is hanging out and they're doing this, see, this grip did get better. But when we turn up, we don't want to open our hand up. We're just turning and not opening it like that. That's much better. We're not throwing the stick around like this. We're not using the finger method like that. And so there's a beautiful down wrist turn. Now all we want to do is let that stick hang first. Come on up, more. Now your elbow seems locked into your side. So just come back down. Put the stick here. Put your hand on the stick. We're just going to go over the basics because it's just been a little while since we saw each other. And now you're just going to roll up like this. Come back. Roll up. How far can you roll up? Roll more. That didn't work. How are you getting? Ooh, that must hurt. Ah. Oh. See, yeah. You're there. See, now the elbow would come in if you come down. Just a little. That'll relieve the pressure in here. It won't get tight if you let the elbow swivel a little. Yeah, you don't move it though. It'll kind of. Now do this. Take the sticks out of your hand. And get closer to the surface in terms of your body. So you're not like this, because it won't work, I don't think. You want to have your elbows more like that. Now you're supposed to be Dick Wilson would have you practice this while you were driving. So careful out there. Dress on the road. But he'd have you on the steering wheel and he'd have you roll. And roll up. Oh, I can't get you to do it. How do you do this? Ooh, it's all tight. Well, when I roll up, my elbows go out a little, like that. Now come back, what? There. And just roll up onto the big knuckles. Just that much. You don't have to go all the way. If you did, it would look like this. Come on all the way. Come on all the way. Let your elbows out. Get closer to the surface. We'll figure this out. Get close, like that. There you go. There it is. Dick Wilson, I used to go lap swimming with him. He'd say, when you get out of the pool and you push yourself up, your elbows don't stay like this. They support you. If you were pulling yourself up a mountain on a rope, you wouldn't go like this. Pretty sure you should get behind it, right? You're getting behind everything, right? When you do sit-ups or push-ups, we could go on. So we're looking for this natural motion that has to do with letting this arm react to the movement of the wrist. Do it one more time with me. Yeah, now come back. Now this time go up 1/4 of an inch. Oh, barely move, huh? Barely. See, you feel it. That's all it moves. Murray would say it's only about, the elbow is only about 2 sticks together in terms of how far it would move away from the body. That's Murray. Okay, so we're going up and we're looking to let everything hang. We'll give this a go. Just come up and see if you can just let this hang. Just roll on up. Roll on up. Go up higher. Higher. I'm going to do the Richard Wilson. There it is. There's your elbow. See, you blow it up. Now just let it come down. There, see, it would do all that. But now but if we only go up this much, it's not going to do this. It's just going to go to here. Go up more just to feel where it would go. There, that went out. Come back. Let the elbow come back. There, back to your side. Roll up a little bit to see, let everything loose. Go up a little more to see where it would go. Like that, just to leave the bead. Now give me a throw. More like that. Okay? But you got to get this side of the throw, and it can't be like this, or you're just pushing your forearm and not really getting better. And now what you're not getting, that's even better. Interestingly, what I want you to get is once you get to here and you see that the elbow has moved just a little, and you're holding it here, right, in the 3-finger grip, I want you to cock that wrist to the ceiling. You don't have to go up anymore. You're already up. Stay with me. You're already up. Let the elbow come out just there. Don't come up anymore. I know you want to come up and make a throw. No, you've already done this. You're here, or you would have been there, right? But you're here now, right? All you're going to do is come down. No, you have to get up here first, and now uncoil it. There you go. Cock more to the ceiling. Cock a little more to the ceiling. See, how did I do this? Big fan of Escher. Let's not put Escher upside down. Sorry about that.
No worries.
You, I was apologizing to Escher. Insult. Genius of Escher. And okay, so yeah, you want to cock, because remember, what does it feel like when you just do this? Remember, and I told you not to throw your hand open? Just come on up and let it fall. No, don't throw your hand open. Keep it closed. Don't go opening your hand. Just turn your wrist.
Oh, sorry. I need to plug my device in. I thought I could make it, but hold on.
All right. So yeah, where I'm going with this is that if this technique is really, truly all a wrist turn, but in different forms. For instance, we have a wrist turn that has to do with simply staying at the floor and turning your wrist. And then we have a wrist turn that involves an up motion or an upstroke. See, we're turning the wrist. And then we have the downstroke, which is another form, and this is what I'm trying to have you feel, is turning the wrist. Feeling of a throw, which is all a wrist turn, has the element of the wrist turn where we're not throwing. So in that sense, it's all a wrist turn, but there are different forms of wrist turn. But everything is led by the wrist. Okay. So that's what I was trying to have you feel. The feeling of not throwing your hand open.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling of not throwing your hand, no, just making a motion. Just making a motion. See that feeling? Don't throw your hand open. See, once I wait, hold, yeah, see now that's different than what you were just doing. Watch. If I throw my hand open, the stick comes up about that high, but my wrist hasn't turned, hardly at all. It's not a wrist turn. It's some mangled form, half a wrist turn, half a finger thing. See, but if I don't open my fingers up and I want to get the stick to this height, watch. Look, I've turned my wrist. So throwing your fingers open, sure, you'll get the stick height. It might look right, but it won't be right. It won't be this technique. Okay, so keep your hand. Stop. Just let the hand do whatever it wants to do, but do not go opening and closing your fingers. Just like that. Now, that's what it's going to feel like after you let the stick hang and the elbow comes out a little tiny bit. And the cocking to the ceiling will have the feeling of this. No, but you got to let you're not coming up. You're just keeping your arm. Come on up and take your time. Meditate on this. Just get up to here first. Just come up and, no, elbow's got to come out. You've got to slow down. There, now, come on up and just wait. How come the elbow came out first? And then you went, no, you can't fake it. Goes up like this, like that. Now you're ready to just cock your, there you go. Come on up again. Stop at the top. It always waits for a moment, even when you're playing real fast. Every time. If you slow the camera down, you'd see this, not. There it is. Now you turn to the ceiling. Beautiful. That's what I want you to do while you're playing this exercise. Metronome on at 40. See, I think it might be too fast. So let's try plan B here. Hold on. One and one but so if you put the metronome at 60. Dot, 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 dot.
Doing metronomes here. I'll stop mine.
So now, yeah, just put your metronome on. Okay. So now each eighth note is a quarter note, and the 16th notes are eighth notes. Go ahead and play it. And a little slower. It'll give you time to get that motion. Oh, a little better. Spend some time thinking about the up in your right and your elbow. That you're just not gluing your upper arm to your side. That you really do. That's it. Come on. Don't go swinging it out. Just feel this. Just feel this. Almost. Oh, that was a pretty good one. Go up slower. All the time while your other hand's playing, you can go up. There, now your elbow can, there, now your elbow can come, you can cock, you have a minute to think. Don't forget the cocking to the ceiling. Much better. There it is. There it is. You feel this beautiful flow. Got it.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. Go play it the other way now. See if you can do that mirror image. So, slamming. Take your time in the left. See, you're just pumping from your bicep. You got to go slow and leverage that arm up, the elbow. Go slower, sooner. Come on, go slower. Feel the leverage. Leverage, almost. Yeah, leverage it up. Leverage it up. And then really spend some time cocking to the ceiling. Come on, cock to the. That's where you go. That's better. Good, 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 good. Let's take a look at. You see, this book is cool, right? This isn't how we might play this. Dick would probably have you play this on the rebound. You know, this is marked a quarter note at 72 back in 91. So, so now what would we do? See, I want to go slow too. See, I can lever. So I'm kind of like, watch. It feels like I'm almost pressing down. Like, see, that moved your elbow, didn't it? You're pressing down. You don't really see like that. See? And then the elbow comes. You press down, leverage up against this, like more like that. But you don't get to press down. It has that feeling, that quality. Okay. So now what we're doing is we're going Okay, so I want to find one with an upstroke. You'll be able to do that. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so number 5. Now we have the upstroke. It's going to involve the leveraging, like we just discussed.
Oh, this is still the right flam, right?
Right flam. So it's a right flam. The following right is an up. It's kind of leveraging now. The arm doesn't seem all stiff. There's a little movement. Bottom of the bead on the upstroke. Careful, don't rush that up. Don't yank the arm up. We're looking to get the bottom of the bead with that. See how now you're holding on up front with your index finger in the right? See, that's much better. And the left is just turning. You're not throwing your hand open to just turn. You're not doing that, just turning. Now go the other way. Leverage up with that little up. Drop the up from which you're pretty good at. No, don't turn to the ceiling for it. Just drop down and leverage up. Press down, like that feeling of pressing. Go up nice and smooth. Leverage it up. Go up smoother, slower. Don't rush the up. You don't have to get up that high that soon. Just drop it down a time. No, drop it down. Don't lift it to the, no, don't drop. Don't turn to the ceiling. Just turn down. Down. No, concentrate. Down. No, you lift it up to the ceiling. There it is. Nice and smooth. Down. There. Cock to the ceiling. Turn down, but then cock up. Up. No, don't lift to the ceiling. Don't lift to the ceiling at all. That's almost there. Just down. Go ahead and just don't play the note on the way up. Just make a throw. But don't make the note. Can you? Can you just go up? There it is. Kind of like the other thing we just played, isn't it? You don't get to turn to the ceiling first. It points down, doesn't it? On the way up, it points down. So when you're going to make a note, you're pointing down. That's the whole gig. There it is. There it is. You got it. Okay. Well, I'm going to have you play 1 through 7 and just work on those motions at 60. Nice and relaxed, where you get to just chill out and spend time thinking about what I'll make mention of that in my notes to you. But with just going off, Murray would use the word, going off half-cocked. Okay. No, I just want you to get this now. Don't slow you down. So we just want you to take your time, because all we'll have to do is revisit this until you get it. So you may as well get it now. Get it over with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have that. Now we worked on why don't you pull out Murray's feedback single strokes?
All right.
Take a look at that. We're just going to go.
Now, which page was that?
That is page 25 out of feedback library.
Oh yeah.
Remember this? We're just going to lock in things that are so fundamental to the technique. Okay. Okay, so metronome at 40. We're at 60 for that one. See if I can do this with matched.
1, 2, 3.
So let's start at the beginning, shall we? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, I can't hear metronome.
Here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's see if we'll bounce back and forth, make it a little more interesting. So I think you can play 7. Number 13 would be 7. Can you get 7 in each hand? Woo! And it's going to go the other way. And the other way. Can you play quieter? Quieter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, Patrick? Can you bring it down? A little turn down in here with a 3-finger grip. Handed, but not bad. Okay, see, you have natural built-in speed. Now we just have to corral it. Okay, now we're back to the first exercise. Go to the first exercise. 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Can't get louder.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There you go. Other way.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Back to 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, man.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And
1, 2, 3.
and now
1, 2,
and
3, and 1, 2, 3, and
don't play it louder. Nice and easy.
3,
Just let the stick lay in your hand and turn your wrist.
and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I'm done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 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 go to 7 and now.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and
Okay, so we're just going to be real simple to bring you back to that feeling of getting your wrist to turn.
yeah.
Nice and close to the surface. We'll go 3 to 7, then we'll go 3 and to 7 and, right? To 14, and then we'll do 4 to, I know you can do it, 4 to 8.
Okay.
And you're just going to go back and forth and you can spend some time going back and forth. And then when you're ready, you can move to the next iteration, which would be the 3 and then you go to the 7 and you go back and forth. And when you're ready, you go to the 4 and go to the 8, and that's the top speed. And it'll give you a chance to really feel those the the opposite poles of the spectrum of speed. Okay, cool. It's good. All right, so now let's just take a quick look at a stroke. Okay, I want to get in a stroke today.
Okay.
We were looking at the Flam accent number 1 and the Flam accent number 2. We're also looking at Spivak's up and down stroke page. And if I recall, I created a little exercise for you. I created an exercise going back and forth, which was kind of, I thought, sort of creative on my part. So I wonder if we, just reinvest in this exercise that I created. How did I do that? Let's see. So the Flam accent number 2 precedes the Flam accent number 1. Don't ask me why. Some things in life just don't quite make sense. So, well, that's what I did. Remember, I had you play the Flam accent number 2, and then go to the Spivak say exercise. And it's all here. We have the Flam, which we worked on in stick control. And then we have the motions that we worked on in stick control. And we have another cool stroke. And we're going to combine that with the 6/8 up and down stroke exercise on Spivak's page 7 from the library. Okay, you know what? You know the up and down stroke page?
Yeah.
You need to have them both up. You need to have the Flam accent number 2 page up on page 10, and then you have to have the up and down stroke.
They're in a binder. Right, there's up and down stroke.
That's interesting. Maybe, okay, maybe you need to open the binder to put them next to each other? That's interesting.
I can do that.
It's cool that you put them in a binder, but that ultimately puts you in a bind.
Nice little shape protectors.
That's pretty cool. That's a good sign. You're taking this stuff seriously.
All right, Flam accent number 2.
Okay. So let's just take a look at the Flam accent number 2 and remind you of how it goes. And we have a Flam. Right, tap, tap. And ultimately, really all that's happening is the core of this stroke is this, right? The core of the stroke is this.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to get this, so we can go tap, 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 right?
Yep.
So start off just playing downstrokes. We're at 40, I believe. Now this is where you get a chance to concentrate on not coming up like this, Patrick. Watch my elbow. You don't want to come up like this, which is what you just did. Kind of like this. It goes up like this. Much better. Don't be afraid to cock to the ceiling. Go shoving your arm down. Turn to the ceiling and your arm will fall. The timing will work out and you'll end up with more wrist and less arm. Right? Not bad. Now add the little tap tap and play Flam accent number 2. At this speed, there's no upstroke, which is cool. But there's an up motion where you're leveraging so that the arm reacts Okay, now move to the 6/8. It's just 6/8. Murray's feedback, page 7. And again, we have the leveraging of the arms. We're trying to get back down to the floor. We have our 3-finger grip. But there's no flam. If you hang the flam action number 2 beautifully, that's it. That's it. Now we really want to go straight up. Remember your son at the piano? He doesn't go kind of like this, or maybe like this, or like, it's very, he's forced to move in a certain way, just based on the construction of that particular instrument. Straight up and down in the left, right? Bottom of the beat. Trying to come to the floors, because as it speeds up, see, there is an upstroke. There is an upstroke as the speed is there. Yeah. Yes, there could be. Right? At faster, I like it this way. That's how I'm used to doing it. Okay, but at faster tempos, you're forced into playing an upstroke. Certain. Let me see. See, you could do it and not make an upstroke. It just feels rushed. Now I'll go up. Now I'll go up. Now I'll go, instead of now I'll go. Now, see, it's half the speed. It's twice the speed, half the effort. Not the other way around. Yeah, I'll go up now. I have all this time. Oh, it's so relaxing. Try. Straight up in the left, straight up. Let the elbow come out to the side, not the wrist. The wrist goes straight up. The elbow, to accommodate it, will go out a little. See? Watch. Sometimes Dick Wilson would put something on my wrist, and I'd go up. If you put something on your wrist in the left, would it fall off, or could it go straight up? Oh, it's got better. See, straight up. Oh, and even your elbows, you can kind of move it a little. There you go. There, better. Straight up. Straight. Everything, we're moving. We're trying to not have any excessive motion. As efficient as possible. If you're going up to come down, then up should be up, not up out to the side. Okay, now go play the flam action number 2. Good. Little tap. Now that motion straight up, cocking to the ceiling as you get to the top. Holding onto that grip with the 3-finger position. There you go. Right to the floor. Whack. Now go to the 6/8. There you go. Nice and solid. Sound nice and solid. Good.
Great. Thank you.
All right, man. That's we brought you back. You're back.
I'm back. Here we go.
Turning off the camera. Good job.
Thanks again